Hey guys, I'm so excited to have a special guest in my kitchen, my dad, who's back this year for his third annual Christmas performance.
I can't believe it.
Time
I'm
flies.
happy to be back.
Now, a lot of people ask me where I get my sense of style from, and it comes right from my dad. I mean, I can't take it.
Wait a minute. Your mom has great style,
yes, she
too.
does too. But my father is an interior designer, so people always ask me like what he does for a living. That's what he does. And you now have a very exciting new project where your home furnishings are going to be available online. Is that
Right. Well, you know, we have gotten so many questions about where can we find your products, where can we go, and it's all at Perigold.com.
Well, good. Well, that's exciting. So we will put that link in the description. You guys can check out what he's doing. New project for Dad.
Thank you.
Yes. Little
Thanks.
plug. Okay, so Dad, what are we doing this year?
Well, we're going to do Savory Puff Pastry. And the reason I like it, this is my best friend. We keep it in the freezer all the time because you can do so many things with it.
Okay.
So if you take the first sheet.
Now these are pretty frozen. I mean,
Yes.
this is
No,
the
I
idea.
like to do it frozen because they puff up.
Better, yeah.
Better.
You're right. And what's nice about this brand of puff pastry, and I'll put a link in the description, is that it's already scored into the 3 panels, right? So,
No rolling.
No rolling?
You just keep it just like this.
Okay.
And you do an approximate middle,
Okay, just cutting it in half.
right? Then
we
you
go.
do the same thing above.
Okay.
And then you do like your little fencing.
Okay.
And don't worry about if it splits because we'll
can
fix
fix that.
that when we
Okay.
paste it.
So we cut rectangles, and now we're cutting these little side rectangles, which are going to become the border
Yes.
of our, and then
Little egg wash.
a little egg wash. Okay, right here. Can we share?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. And what we'll do is just make it a little adhesive.
Yeah,
I
we're
like
gonna
to say. And if it
paint.
cracks, not to worry.
Okay.
Just paste it together.
That's what I love about puff pastry. It's
Yes,
so forgiving.
you got it. And
I also think that puff pastry around the holiday time, it just makes everything fancy. Like, you don't actually need to do much to it. It kind of does all the work for you.
it does.
Yeah.
So you get like this little
Yeah, I know. My little
fenced garden.
My
No, you'll
little
be all right.
Am I okay? Okay.
Yeah, you'll be
I don't
all
have
right.
much room in my garden.
That's all right. That's all right.
Kind of like my real garden.
So then you want to take your fork
Okay.
and in the center, sort of down,
Yep.
and then the sides will puff.
Yes. Now, I know you're very excited about these, and I have to kind of share a funny story because this is just making me laugh.
Yeah.
We were debating what recipe we should do for this Christmas segment, and I really wanted to do my grandmother's cookies that are called Marigoons, but he really wanted to do these puff pastry squares. So we took it to YouTube, which is where all great discussions are settled. And in the community tab, you all voted, and by a landslide at the time we did it, for his puff pastry squares. But then I said, okay, I just have to share the cookies, so we're going to do that next week. We'll
Oh,
do the
goody,
cookies.
goody.
Yeah, so you get both. How
Well,
about
I thought it was kind of fun because people said, let the old man have his way.
I think that was the best part. So now we're going to transfer these onto the cookie sheet?
Yes.
Okay, so in this stage, we are just baking the puff pastry just so it puffs up. This first time, we're going to go 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending
Exactly.
on how long it takes to puff up.
Exactly.
Then when we put the filling in, we're going to bake it again to melt the cheese, right?
Right.
Okay, so our lovely puff pastry has come out of the oven. It's looking good. It's
perfect.
It's perfect. So we're going to show you 3 different fillings, and we're going to start with the tomato mozzarella.
Yes. So
Okay.
I like to start with just shredded mozzarella. And then we take these roasted tomatoes,
Yes.
which you did a beautiful job with the olive
We
oil.
did a beautiful
Yes, we
job,
did.
yes. So just to let you guys know, and the recipe is in the description, what we did is we just took Roma tomatoes, sliced them, drizzled with olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little fresh basil. And
Yes.
then-
Oh, the aroma.
The
Ooh,
aroma
it's
was delicious. And then we roasted it 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. It's beautiful. Look at this.
Yeah.
Okay.
See how lovely?
This is totally lovely.
I love to do this fresh shaved.
Parmesan. Oh,
Parmesan.
yes, that is good. Yes, and then you can just put it on your baking tray using the same parchment paper because it's going to go back in the oven.
Yeah.
And that's the first filling. So now for the second one.
Yep.
Okay, so now this looks like a little bit of a French theme.
Yes,
filling.
it is. And you know, this is one of your mother's favorites. She
Oh, okay.
loves this. And what I like to do is put a little bit of French mustard on the bottom because it gives just that little bit of zing, which I think you like. I know your husband
Yeah,
does.
no, it's great. It's up to
Sure.
you. So we're going to do mustard, ham, and cheese. And now you cook the ham beforehand,
Yes.
which I think is so funny.
I just sauteed it in a little butter.
Yep.
No seasoning, just to kind of get it a little crispy. And then we'll put the the
cheese,
Gruyere.
yes. So we're using just Gruyere cheese that has been grated. Here, sorry.
A little bit.
This looks lovely. Okay, so second one down.
Yes.
On the tray it goes.
Great.
Here we go. Okay, so now we're gonna do mushroom and cheese.
Right, which a lot of people love.
Yeah, what's
I'm one
not
of
the
them.
love? Yeah, it's delicious.
Now this is a mixed combination of the mozzarella and Parmesan, right?
Mozzarella, Parmesan, Fontina. It's just that Italian blend cheese.
Yeah, which I love.
I'm such a fan of it because it's so easy.
So these mushrooms we sauteed with a little salt and pepper and also a little thyme from your beautiful herb garden.
I know,
Wow.
it is definitely,
So convenient.
it's so convenient right out there.
I happen to be a mushroom lover.
Me too. I know there are people out there that really don't like mushrooms. They're usually the same people that don't like raisins. There are a lot of people out there that don't like the raisins. It's like
Okay,
an internet
thank you.
conspiracy.
Only
I
you
know.
would come up with that
I
one.
know, but you must try them. They're so good.
Okay,
Okay, so here we go. Now look at that. How spectacular. And we're going to put them back in the oven, 400 degrees for 10,
I just
15
say
minutes?
5 minutes. Yeah, I mean just until the cheese is melted. That's
Just
all.
until the cheese is melted. Okay, and now we're going to garnish these up. So we've got our tomato mozzarella, which you're going to put some basil on.
Yes, I think it's really fun to keep the sort of green
Oh my
and
gosh, look at
red
that.
and a little bit of snow.
It almost reminds me of a lady's corsage. But you're always so artistic. Like, I probably would have just taken the little basil, but I love how you've...
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Girl.
But you did it first. You're the best. Okay, then I am going to use some chives. Do like a little eggs pattern.
Yeah, very
That's
nouvelle
great.
cuisine.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Something more contemporary.
Yes.
And then for our mushrooms, we can just do some sprigs of thyme.
So pretty.
Looks really great.
Excellent.
Oh, this looks so lovely. And I must say, these look extra beautiful on your plates. I just inherited these from my parents.
Well, they're really your naughties, but
Yeah.
and she would have loved what you do because you are her. Reincarnated.
Okay, I think we should try these. Should we dig
Yes,
in?
absolutely.
All right. Try the mushroom.
I've been wanting to.
Me too. This looks
And-
delicious.
Oh,
So good. I
thank
see what you mean. These are delicious.
You heard her. She admitted it.
They're good. But I'm making the cookies next week.
Okay, Cookie.
Thank you so much again for coming on. It's always such fun to have you
My
here.
pleasure.
We
Happy
had to do our
holidays.
Christmas tradition.
And thank you all.
Yes, and happy holidays to you all. See you next time. Bye.